today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
We've got clear skies and brisk temperatures. You know what that is? That's perfect fall football weather here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback who makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater to Sutton, first down Denver.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Bust through the tackle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time. And the grizzled vet, Ben Roethlisberger, bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League.
And it's not out of the question. It's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 25 on second down, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2nd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now Gordon on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Buddy Johnson there on the stop. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, They have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And this will be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball? That's accurate, yeah. And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass. Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. JuJu Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Ben to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. JuJu Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll find JuJu Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 14. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going. Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
In his 5th year in Pittsburgh, a good bounce back last year for JuJu with 97 catches. He wants to continue to make grabs like that and get upfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Bradley Chubb continues to round into form. Remember, he had knee surgery in 2019 and followed that up with 8 sacks in 2020. Continuing to ascend in the NFL. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st down, Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll work mark it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Williams running left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jet.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. They're able to get this to Patrick. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-10, 53 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ben gonna throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ben.
He's got Claypool. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.